guys, it's your girl Lashana with LE Style. Welcome back to my channel, where I believe, of course, that beauty is first and inside job and mindset is queen. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, where I do create content, of course, that is beauty related, lifestyle related, and like this one, more inspirational. I just kind of started to branch out a little bit and do some of these, I call them life application videos. This video that I am doing right now is very impromptu. It was not planned. It is something that I am being led by God to just say and to share. I don't have anything written down, but I'm gonna go ahead and say what I need to say. I don't plan on it being a super long video, but here it goes. Stop wasting time. Time is of the essence. You've wasted enough time. I've wasted enough time. And I'm talking about myself. I can relate to this because, you know, it hits near and dear to my heart. I can go back even 10 years ago. 10 years has gone by already. I am 53 years old. So obviously that would mean I was 43 or maybe 42, or depending upon where we are in the year. But God told me back then, and around 2012, 2013, I believe it was 2013, he told me to start a blog. And if you know anything about the way that 2013 was around that time, yes, blogs were around, but the blog arena was not as inundated like it is now. I didn't know anything about a blog, nothing whatsoever. I had lost my job. This is the direction that he was trying to take me into. I didn't know a lot about even the computer. I knew basics from what I did at work. And I looked into it. I'm going to say 5 minutes just to be funny, but maybe about a month or two. And it became so overwhelming, and I just became so paralyzed in fear because I didn't know anything. It was the unknown. And that is one thing that we have a tendency to do. We have a tendency to shrink when we don't know something. We have a fear of the unknown. We have a fear of failure. We have a fear of things that are unfamiliar. We have a fear of being uncomfortable. We do not want to be uncomfortable, and we want everything to be predictable. But guess what? That's not life, and it certainly is not God. God is not in a box. He's all outside of that box, honey. He's not limited to your little ideas or my little ideas. He is just not limited. He is unlimited. So he was trying to push me and guide me in a direction back then. I was supposed to start this YouTube channel in 2016. I bought a tripod. I tinkered around with it for a couple minutes. I would probably say maybe 2 or 3 months, but I was so fearful of not knowing how to do what I needed to do to edit. I'm not an editor. I don't know anything about videography. All I have is a phone. I don't have a camera. Is this really gonna work? You know, all of the scenarios that we plague our minds with when we allow these unhealthy thoughts, these ungodly thoughts, because God is never going to bring something to you and not give you the ability or the capability to be able to carry it out. So again, what did I do? I put the tripod in the closet and I walked away from it, and I didn't do anything. I didn't start my channel until 2020, but guess what? A lot of people who were home because of COVID, everyone is channeling their inner entrepreneur. What can I do to make money? No harm, no foul to anybody that did that. But that's when I decided that I'm gonna stop playing small, shrinking, and not doing what I've been desiring to do for a long time. And I didn't do it because of COVID. Actually, I had turned 50 that year, or had just turned 50 in 2019 actually. And when I turned 50, it was like, bump all of this. I am not gonna keep doing what I've been doing, which is not living up to my own potential. I decided that I was going to start doing the things that I desired to do. So fast forward to 2023, it's 10 years later. God saw today back then, because he you know, he creates the ending from the beginning. He decides the ending from the beginning. So he already knew what today would look like. And had I followed his instructions back then, I would be so further along in this arena than I am now. Even on YouTube, there are a lot of things that I'm challenged with now as a content creator that I'm not saying I wouldn't have had any challenges, but I wouldn't have been challenged to the capacity that I am challenged now. Not that I'm competing with anyone, because I'm not. God has my audience for me. I have a built-in audience because I believe that I am on the path of purpose and I am on assignment, whether it be here on YouTube, creating beauty-related videos, lifestyle content, of course, now a little bit more inspirational, or personal development, which is where my full-time business, which is A Beautiful Life, speaking and coaching, is at. So the personal development arena also is very vast, is very inundated. But again, I'm not comparing myself to anyone. I'm not competing with anyone. I am my own competition, and I trust God to be my public relations specialist, to do what it is that I can't do. I have to show up. I need to be prepared. I need to study my craft. I need to hone in on the things that he would have me to hone in. And I know that what he has called me to do is going to work out just fine. Better than fine. I wanted to come up here today again to impress upon you that time is of the essence. I just gave you a little small testimony of what I have neglected to do from 10 years back up until today. Although I can't go back and change the past, I do have regrets. Absolutely, I have regrets. And I do visit in my mind sometimes, but I don't live there. And it's not an everyday occurrence that I allow myself to walk around in the past and just get all bogged down with regret. I'm not gonna live like that. It's already May, getting ready to be June. We are halfway through 2023. We're 6 months into the year and 2023 just started. This is proof upon proof upon proof that time is truly of the essence. You cannot purchase it. It's so valuable. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, you need to stop. If you're waiting on one day and someday, stop waiting on those days. They never come. You're gonna find an excuse and a way out of it. So if it's really not something that you are pressed about, that you are just eager about, that you are just excited about, you believe that you're passionate about, something that you've been thinking about, you've been dreaming about, you've been daydreaming about, you know, you've been envisioning, you've been even fantasizing about, whatever that thing is, it's time to get started. It's time to start doing. It's time to get in the game, get off the sidelines, stop waiting for someone to keep inviting you in, stop waiting for people to tell you you're good enough, stop waiting for people to tell you, oh, you need to do this, or you should do this, and you should do that. And don't get me wrong, it's fine to get the encouragement and the inspiration from others, which I hope that I am doing at this time for you, but it's not about waiting on the validation from others. No, the potential, God has put potential in you, and it's up to you to uncover and discover that. It's there. It's there. And if you ask him, he will absolutely point you in the right direction. He will give you clues. He will leave you breadcrumbs, honey. He will allow you to uncover that thing and to discover it, because he is the one that created you for it. So this is the time, this is the season, this is the time for you to find out what that is, so you can tap into your hidden potential, the God potential that is in you, so you can uncover and discover why you're here, so you can start affecting this world with what you do every single day in your sphere of influence. No, everyone is not meant to be an entrepreneur. It's not about entrepreneurship. God could use you in your corporate job. You can work in a restaurant. You can be a chef. You can be a damn good chef. I mean, you could be a teacher, you could be a banker, you could be anything. You could be an athlete, whatever it is that you're doing right now. God will bless the work of your hands. However, it is so important that you understand what it is that you need to be doing, that you should be doing, that you've been created to do. And if you would but ask, God would reveal that thing to you. So I just wanted to say to you today, please stop waiting on one day and someday, because those are not days of the week. They are not days of the month. They are not days of the year. They are just days that you've created within your mind to tell yourself, one day I'm going to do this, someday I'm going to do that. And that day never comes for most people. And most people end up living their whole lives with such deep regrets. Looking at others, seeing the accomplishments of others, feeling like, it's not available to them, or I'm not enough, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not worth it. And, that's all a lie. So stop shrinking yourself. Tell yourself every day, I am enough. I am enough. I know that I'm enough, and I may not be for everybody, and that is perfectly okay with me. And I have to be okay with that, because guess what? The rejection of others does not reflect on me. I do not let that in. I can't let it in. I will not let it in, because guess what? I don't reject myself. I love me. I know that I am enough. I know that I am worthy of everything that I desire. I know that I am worthy of being successful because I'm doing what God has called me to do. So success to me is inevident, because whatever the will of God for your life is, that is where your prosperity lies. So I believe that. And I also believe that obedience, because I have been obedient to do what God has called me to do, it is the highest paid position that you can ever have. So it's not about the money per se. God wants you to have money. God wants you to prosper. God wants you to have more than enough, honey, so you can have all your wants, your desires, of course, your needs met, but to be able to give over and above, to be a distribution center, so you can be blessed to be a blessing unto others. That is God's will for you. Absolutely. To be a light and to be love that you shed from yourself unto others, that you share the compassion that you can give to other people. And so I just wanted to sow that seed in you today. Time is of the essence. Please get with doing the business of whatever it is that you need to get with doing the business of. If you need to start, if you need to take a class, if you need to, YouTube University, heck, you can not even have to take a class. You could take YouTube, go to YouTube University. You can learn anything on YouTube. Absolutely anything. You have no excuse. You are without excuse. But I tell you what, once you do start to do those things that God will have you to do, that He has created you to do, and you start to walk those things out, He will give you the desires of your heart. Absolutely. He will give you the desires of your heart, and you will find yourself with the ultimate joy, the ultimate peace, the ultimate happiness, the ultimate contentment, something that cannot be purchased, something that cannot be bought, something that cannot be given to you. So wrap your head around that. Pause and think about that. And again, begin to tell yourself the things that you are waiting for somebody else to tell you. I am confident. I am brilliant. I am more than enough. I am enough. I deserve this. It's available to me. It's mine. I'm intelligent. I'm brilliant. I'm compassionate. I'm beautiful. Whatever it is, I'm fantastic. I'm lovable. I'm likable. I'm worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. You must tell yourself that every day, and you must start to tell yourself the things that you're waiting on other people to tell you. Build up your inner man. Build yourself up internally, because that is where it all comes from. That's where it starts. That's when you start living. That's when you really start to take control of your life. When you develop self-awareness, when you develop a consciousness, when you start allowing yourself to dictate to your body how you're going to be, how you're going to live, what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, instead of your body dictating to you and allowing you to shrink and to live with less, not necessarily tangibly or materialistically, but less confidence, less self-esteem, less self-awareness. you know. So it's time to take your power back. Take your power back and start to condition yourself for more, for greater, because believe you me, that's why God created you. So that is it. I am out of here. I just wanted to jump up here and say that to you. If this video is something that you did, that you found value in, please like the video, please share the content, please subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate that. This is why I'm up here. I am up here to shed love, light, to fellowship with you guys, and I certainly appreciate you taking time to spend time with me today. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Be blessed. Bye.